started the timer. Hi. Why don't you say it?
I don't know.
Welcome to the Giving Flower.
Okay, welcome to the Giving Flower podcast. And then further, I don't know.
Episode 16. We haven't been here for a while. We haven't podcasted for a while because we were on vacation. I didn't want to tell everybody that we were going on vacation just because I didn't want to make it public, but we're back now. And we still have a couple weeks of vacation until school starts, so we're enjoying the gorgeous weather out here in the backyard. This is my favorite spot right here. Normally I'm in a bikini, but I'm not going to do that to anybody because that would scare away all my listeners, your viewers. So we don't want to do that, right? So we're out here hanging in the sun, sunglasses on, ice cream in hand.
These are my new sunglasses.
Yep.
Got in America.
And, he's wearing his Cape Cod shirt. Thanks, Chris, for the Cape Cod shirt. We can't see what we just have the camera on, so we can't see what you guys see right now. So hopefully you can see that he's wearing his Cape Cod shirt, just like Sheila was on Sheila and Wendy Knit One Heart 2, one of my favorite video podcasts. Sheila had her Cape Cod shirt on, so we thought Alexander would wear his. And Chris, my sister-in-law, had given it to him when we went. So, anyway, let's get right to it. What have we been up to? Oh, what have we not been up to in the last month? We've been doing all sorts of stuff. Like I said, we went to America, went to the beach almost every day, hung out with my mother, my father, and my sister, and my brother, and his family, and everybody. We had the best time. I would have loved to have met a bunch of podcasters, videocasters, but there just wasn't time. We were only there for 2.5 weeks, so there just wasn't time. But
We're the knitting group.
That's right. I went to the knitting group. I went to there is a yarn store in Falmouth on the Cape, and it's called Sage. And I was there 4 years ago at the knitting group. I just showed up on, I think it was Wednesday night. It was in a bookstore, and we had a little knitting group, and I sat with everyone and had a great time. And Jen, the owner of Sage, she remembered me. I came into the store. We were at a fair, and I went into the store, and she remembered me. I thought that was so cool. Hi, Jen, in case you're watching. I don't know if she's going to watch or not. And I decided to go to the knitting group again, the knit night. So I went on Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night in the back of the store, they have a great group of people. I met Deetra. I'm trying to think of her name. I wrote everything down. I have tons of notes, as always. And I met her. There we go. Dee. I don't know how she says it. Her Rav name is Deetra. She was wonderful. We had a great time. Anyway, so I did meet some knitters in the States, but I really wanted to meet Wendy and some of the video podcasters that I've been watching for over a year, but oh well, time just wasn't there, and that's okay. So, yeah, I have Alita, she wants to come in and show you what she's drawing. See if she can come out. They've been eating ice cream because it's fun. Oh, it's such a gorgeous day. And as you can see my dahlias behind me. And then I have another really pretty yellow plant that my neighbor gave me. Not quite sure what it's called. I have to take it in the winter, I think. It's kind of an exotic plant, but it's really pretty. The Ritterspon on the other side, when we were last time, they have since died. I've had to cut them, and the second round is coming back up, but they're not quite purple yet. Alita, do you want to come out and show them? She now has swimming goggles on, and I don't know why. Do you want to come out and do it?
What? Yeah.
So she's going to come out.
What
are you doing while we're waiting for Alita? Oh, here she comes.
Oh, okay.
Have a seat really quickly, right here, and just show them what you're doing. Why are you wearing swimming goggles?
I didn't find my sunglasses and these.
Okay, they work. You know, it's crazy.
Which ones did I show?
You showed the peacock last time, so you're going to show now about a flamingo. We don't know what you can see and what you can't see, so we hope that you can see that.
And we can put it in after.
Okay. We'll put in a picture at the end. I'd like to put some pictures at the end anyway of our trip. Okay, that's good. Don't get too close. Okay. That's how you do a flamingo. Anything else you want to say?
Hi. My name is Alita.
She's wearing goggles. Okay. Thank you.
Ah.
not yet. No. What are you working on?
So I finished my Strickliesel thingy, and now I'm starting a new one.
Tell me when you're at the end because I'm going to show another one. I have too many.
Okay. And what yarn are you using?
I have no idea.
Why don't you say what it is?
Okay, you know what kind of yarn.
No. It's Regato, it's Shorevola, and polyacryl. I bought this for him. I thought it was really pretty. Look at these colors. Blues and turquoise. So he's going to start a new braidy thing. So while we're talking, that's what he's going to be working on. Right?
Yep.
See if you can start it. Let me help
I
you out
lost
a
at
bit.
the beginning. Oh, here it is.
Okay.
So you go through the back, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The wind is
start it for you?
blowing.
Come on.
Oh wait, the thing fell down.
We don't have much time here, remember?
Oh yeah.
I think that's how you do it.
Yeah, I know how to do it.
Keep
so
going.
There.
There you go. All right. So, what have I been working on? I've got a great travel tip. Now, if you're worried about your needles on the airplane, the best thing that I did is I took my needles off. I took my Knit Picks or Knit Pro needle tips. I took them off and I put a stopper on them. And then I took a pencil case and Alita's drawing book in my carry-on, and I put the needle tips in with the pencils. Because if they're going to tell me that the needle tips are going to kill somebody more so than a pencil, they're a little nutty. So that's what I figured. So I put them all in with the pencils in the pencil case, and then as soon as I got out of customs and went through all that business, I put them back on and I could knit again. So that's my little travel tip. If you want to get through customs without them taking your needles, take off the tips, put them in with pencils so that they look like a pencil, because they are, theoretically, a pencil, and you get through, no problems. I had no problems getting through Dublin, getting through into America. It was easy, no problems. No one said anything about my knitting. So I was able to knit on the airplane, and what I'm knitting on, what I was working on the airplane, is my Novum. And it's in Wollmeise lace from Steffi. She's the one that got me this yarn from my knitting group. And it is Hortensia, Hydrangea is the color. It's my absolute favorite color. And I have to say my favorite pattern of all times is the Novum. I have one already. I've shown it to you a lot. And so this is my second one. And this was just very mindless knitting. Debated for the longest time what to take with me on the airplane. And I decided mindless was going to be the best. So I took it with me. And I did buy a few things when I was in America. I did buy a few things, and one of them were these little clipper doodles, so I can see my progress. I didn't have any of those before, so I just put it on to see. I haven't been working on this, so of course you don't see any progress. But now I have some clipper doodles. I don't know what they're called. I'm going to call them clipper doodles. Everything's a clipper doodle in my house, or a doodle. So that's my Novum, and that's what I worked on the plane, and I actually got quite a bit done. But there are so many things to knit that has now been asleep since we've gotten home. We got home over a week ago, but my hubby had a week off of work, so we've been hanging, watching the Olympics, hanging out. We've been grilling. The grill's over there. You can't see it. We've been grilling almost every night. We worked in the backyard. You can't see it, but the back corner's all cleaned up. Getting stuff done in the yard, so it's been really cash, and I've just haven't been working on that. What else? Oh. Stephen West, Rockefeller. I started this when I was in the States, and here she is.
It's hot.
I know it's very hot. Yeah, it's okay. It's good. This is my Rockefeller, and last night I finished Clue 2, and this is her. Love it, love it, love it. And I am hoping tomorrow Clue 4 comes out. I've got to work Clue 3 today. I was going to work on it in the sun out here in the back. I'm hoping that Clue 4 is going to extend this front part, because if you put it on, it's a nice little back warmer, but that's all it is. It's a back warmer. Love it though. I think it's so fun. So I've been working on that. It's been slow going, watching the Olympics, working on this. I am not doing the Ravelympics or Ravelinics or whatever it's called, because I've got too much to do, and I don't want to pressure myself into having to do anything. If I finish it, I finish it. If not, it's all good. So I'm kind of hoping he's going to do something here in the front. Be kind of cool because it's a nice length in the back and it's very pretty. I am using, and I got this out from my local yarn shop. I am using, let me see if I can find it. That air feels good, doesn't it? I am using alpaca from Filatura di Crossi. It's an Italian yarn, and it's alpaca with merino wool, a little tiny bit of acrylic. It feels so nice. That's the white, and it's super soft. Feel that. That's the alpaca merino.
Whoa.
Super soft. That's the outline, and then this is from Goggle. It's called Hand Dye Collection, Cat Print Hand Dyed Collection, and it's really pretty. It's pinks and grays, and pinks and grays. It's pretty. Okay. So that's what I'm working on. That's how far I am on Clue 2. Like I said, I just finished it last night. Slow going. Don't know why. I know why. I brought this with me to the States to work on. Didn't really work on it that much because I worked on my own design again. I figure when I have vacation, that's time to use my brain and to start designing something. So what I did was I designed a shawl while I was at the States. And this is called Mimi's Rosa Rugosa. And growing up on the beach, we had a lot of rosa, what they call beach plums. My mom always said, those are Rosa Rugosas. So, and my mom's name is Mimi, her to the kids anyway. She's not Graham, she's Mimi. And so I decided, I found the yarn in my stash, and it's Vollmeise, and it was pink and blue. Pink like the Rosa Rugosa, the beach plums, and blue like the water. So what I designed was a shawl, was a shawl with the waves from the water, and then the roses going down. And the garter stitch is kind of like the sands, the corns of the, what do I want to say? Sand.
Yeah, the sand.
Yeah. So
Or
it's got a little bit of
sand
symbolism,
corns or
and
whatever.
I love it because it's a shawl. It's crescent shaped, so you can kind of wear it. It adds color. It looks pretty. It's too hot to wear now, strangely enough, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I knit this the entire time. The very beginning, I kept ripping out because it was too wide. I didn't like how wide it was. But after I got it going, I just kept knitting. Everywhere I went, I would knit, knit, knit. I wanted it super long because I wanted it so that I could wear it in all different ways. And I just caught a nail on it. Hate that. Hate that, hate that. So, anyway. So this is it. This is my latest, and it's being test knitted right now. We're having mega problems with the first chart. I knit it. I don't know how I can mess up a chart so badly, but I've done that. I knit it myself following the chart. I guess my brain works in silly ways. Don't have any marbles. So, but here it is. I love it. What do you think? Good? And this is the shape. It has a natural crescent shape to it. So that's my latest design. And that's what I worked on mostly when I was in the States. Wherever I went, because it's pretty mindless. Once you get going, it's very easy and mindless, and you just go, go, go. So that's my latest design, and you'll see this soon. Speaking of my designs, this, as you remember, is my Cancer shawl. And when I was in the States, I was at Sage. I'm looking at the clock to see how much time we have. I was at the Sage Knit Night, and I told them all about it, and they said, well, why don't you call the Dana-Farber Institute in Boston, and it's a cancer institute, and see if they'll take the money, if I can donate funds to them. And I can't donate everything because I've got all the fees to pay for and everything, and this is one of the most labor-intensive patterns I've written so far. But I do want to give a major portion of the proceeds to cancer research. And to be honest with you, I wanted breast cancer, that's why it's pink. But as long as it goes to cancer research, that's all that matters. And I really do love this. I can't wait to wear it. It's very nice because you can just wear it like this and just, doesn't match my pink top, but it's very, very nice. I love it. I love it. Anyway, the pattern is done. It's been tested. It's checked 50 gazillion times. Done the Christmas tree check.
Does
And
Alida maybe want to come up?
not yet, honey. I've done this many times. It's been checked, And the Dana-Farber Institute wrote me yesterday and said, to get go, I can now donate money to them. So I'm trying to figure out how to get a link so you can donate to them and then come and buy it at for like $2. So I would just charge $2 as long as you donate $3 or more to the Dana-Farber Institute, and then you can buy it for $2. So this is coming. It's almost done, almost done. I'm so excited. I love this so much. This is one of my favorites. Yeah. Oh, Alita, would you like to show your blanket?
I was looking for that. I want to ask you.
Would you like to
Where
show
that
it?
is. Okay.
This is another little project really quickly that Alita and I have been working on.
Alita can come up now.
Where are your, take those off.
No, I like them.
Okay. What about your American Girl?
They're on the couch.
Are they naked?
No, but Kit is.
Well, bring Alita. She got a new American Girl doll while she was at home, and she looks just like herself. Oh, here she comes. And she got a bed.
Look.
Oh, this has yellow in it.
Yellow?
I never knew it had yellow in it. Look. Oh, how funny.
What?
I thought that was white. We went to my stash, and we found some yarn because she wants to make a blanket for Kit's bed. Here you go.
You mean for
Alita. This is
they're
Alita.
sharing.
And they're sharing. This is Alita, by the way.
She didn't brush her hair this morning.
Well, and if you can see, Alita, if she had goggles, they could be twins. They both have earrings. Show your earrings. Doo-doo. And we went to the American Girl store. We'll put a picture in at the end with my mom, the three of us, and we had the best time. Oh, wasn't it fun?
Yeah.
What did you like best?
The food.
Typical. So anyway, that's Alita, the new American Girl doll. Thanks to Mimi. Thank you, Mimi. Show them quickly because I don't have much
my
time. We
blanket.
don't have time today.
Sorry. This is my blanket. It has 60 stitches.
I think so.
It has, I think, 60 stitches.
Mhm.
And the cool thing is the white stays, but the pink goes dark, lighter, and darker and lighter.
Yeah, we've decided to stripe it because we didn't have enough of one yarn. So we went stash diving and found this is from your old project.
Yeah.
And then we stash dived. You know what? I didn't know it had yellow, and it's kind of pretty now that I look at it. So there you go. And that's what she's looking.
A little longer.
Sure. All right. That's it. Like I said, we'll put some pictures in at the end. I did buy some stuff while I was in the States. Oh, I have another finished object. This was another of the, this was another mystery shawl. This one, I took it with me. Oh, it smells like the beach. Smell it. It smells like the beach.
Oh, that's
I took this with me to the States. I even had it on the plane. And it's kind of wrinkly looking, but this is my mystery shawl by Kristen Kapoor. And I knit this in, safari lace. It's cotton, silk, linen, and cashmere. And they used about 700 meters of it. And I love it. It's the perfect summer shawl because it's nice, but it's not hot. It's really nice. But because of the linen, it's kind of wrinkly, and I love it though. This is one of my finished objects that I finished just before we left so that I could wear it. It took me forever. I actually lengthened it because I'm kind of not into little tiny shawls. You know, I want something that either I can wrap around a bunch of times or it's just, you know, these little tiny things on my neck. I don't know, wasn't into it. So I made it a little bit longer. I went to the store and got another ball of yarn and I made it longer and I love it. So.
And I made a knot in here.
You did?
It's not a good one.
Okay. That was it. Nuvum, pictures of sage, we'll put that all in. Things that I bought really quickly. One of my...
I changed into a doll.
Okay. One of the things I did buy is my Jane Austen. I had to buy this. Jane Austen magazine. And in it I saw a hat, and I'm going to show it to you, that I absolutely loved. And I wasn't going to buy much because I have a huge stash. I don't need any more. I have a huge stash. There were two sweaters in here that I really loved. Two things in here. And one of them is this sweater that I absolutely adore. I don't know if you can see it. But that's it. And it's called the Camden Place cardigan. Love, love, love it. And there was a hat in here. I saw the hat, and I'm a big fan of hats. They're easy. They're cute.
There was a hat.
Yeah, it's the wrong one, though. The one I want is blue.
Blue, that one was red.
Yeah, it was red. But, and it calls for, here it is. If you can see it. And it calls for, I was just looking to see who's driving by. It's called Miss Jane's Hat. And it calls for 1 skein of Cascade yarn, 220 superwash. Now, I obviously don't live in the States. Cascade 220 is everyone's staple yarn. Well, it's not for me because I can't ever get it. So I thought, I'm going to buy it. And I, of course, saw what else but beach.
I can. Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, because it was sitting in the sun. I can't let everything sit in the sun. Purpley blue. Isn't that pretty? What do you think of that color? It's like a periwinkle. It's my
Pretty
favorite.
color.
Very gorgeous. So, I bought this, and I'm going to knit this hat. It's one thing I bought. And then, because I couldn't resist, I bought this. And it is so pretty. It's called Casablanca. It's from Cascade Yarns. It's wool, silk, and mohair. And it's 200 meters, 100 grams, 58 wool, 23 silk, and 19 mohair. And I just thought it was so pretty. Yellows and purples and kind of greenish.
Blue?
Yeah, blue. My colors. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with this. It kind of matches the periwinkle I just threw in. So I theoretically could do some knits in the hat.
Do I have something?
You do. You have your mind. It's all good. So those 2 things I bought. I bought this at Sage, by the way, that yarn shop that is so wonderful. So go check her out. And if you're in the Falmouth area, you need to go check her out. Hi, Jen. I think I said that. Oh, well.
Yeah, you did.
And I also went to...
If she's there. If she's watching. Hi.
I also went to the Ladybug yarn shop in Dennis because that's where my sister lives. And so I stopped there, and that's where I bought the Jane Austen knits. So, and for Cleo, I tried to get your Noragon number 11. Didn't come in. I asked twice, and it didn't come in. She had up till 10, and she was still waiting on it. In fact, the first time I went into the store, I asked for the magazine, and she said she didn't have it. And then the second time I went for the knit night, she said she still didn't have it. And then I found it at Ladybug yarn store, and I bought it there. And then she, of course, had it the third time I was in for the second knit night. But oh well. So I have this, Jane Austen. Love it, love it. And then I bought a couple magazines. Vogue Knitting, International, Spring, Summer 2012. I bought this one. I loved it. There was a couple things in there I liked, but I don't have time to show you, so I won't. I just got my, oh, no. I also bought the Debbie Bliss.
Can I show?
Hang on. No. I bought the Debbie Bliss, Summer 2011. These were in the sale rack, so I had to get them. Love this one. And I went to, oh goodness, what was that yarn? What was that store we went to next to Christmas Tree Shop?
I have no idea.
I can't think of the name of it.
It's like a fabric store where it's crafting fabric.
Joann's. Everyone knows Joann's. Well, we went to Joann's and they had 40% off knitting books. It was so hard for me to find one. I wanted like all of them, but I didn't get them all. I got Alice Starmore's Charts for Color Knitting. So, oh, there's so many things I want to make. So I bought this book, super cheap, I think $12. So I got that. So those are the things that I bought while I was there. It's kind of fun. It's hot in here in the sun, isn't it? Yeah.
Look at Chiquita.
I want to really quickly say thank you to Kimberly from Sock Bunny Fit and Knit, or Knit and Fit. She was my tech editor for my cancer shawl. Thank you so much for doing that. And Denise, I forgot to tell you guys this. Denise from Knitting Den. Hi Denise, sweetie. I wanted to say a thank you. I am donating a couple patterns for her, to her and to, I think it's Kelly. I'm not sure who's doing it with her, but they're gonna have a knit along in October, and it's a pink knit along, and she's gonna use my pattern. So I'm kind of psyched, and yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I was gonna show you what's in my knitting bag.
Your hair's blonde.
It's very blonde, isn't it? So is yours, Goggle lady.
Lady, I'm a goggle girl.
Oh, one thing. If anyone, we looked for Kool-Aid while we were in the States, didn't we?
Yeah.
Everywhere we went, we looked for Kool-Aid because we want to dye some yarn, don't we? She wants to knit a bunny.
It's in Ravelry somewhere.
Yeah, I've got the pattern.
It's, what is it called? Bunnies.
It's a bunny pattern. But she wants to, oh, that breeze feels good. She wants to dye her own yarn with Kool-Aid, right?
Yeah. And I want to buy that pen, remember? In that shop where we went?
Yes. Yeah, that's my local knitting store. But we couldn't find Kool-Aid. If anyone is willing to buy me Kool-Aid packets, we found 3 packets of purple, and that was it. In all the stores we went to, we couldn't find any.
Except for orange. They had
Yeah,
orange
they had
too,
orange, but I don't like orange.
So the colors
Don't
are
like orange.
the colors are purple, pink, green, and
Blue.
blue.
Lots of blue.
All pretty colors like that. No orange, no brown, no black. If there's brown, black.
Yeah, because
But no orange.
we're
We
not
don't
into
like
orange. Orange can be pretty though, but we don't like orange because it doesn't match. It doesn't go
I
well
need
with
orange. I need to knit her an orange to eat.
Anyway, if you're willing to buy packets and stick them in an envelope and send to us, in exchange, I'll give you
pattern,
a
a free
pattern.
pattern.
Yeah, free pattern or 2, depending on how many you send us. If anyone's willing to do it, please PM me. Oh, I'm Kimber Lawley on Ravelry. Please PM me personal message.
And me, what am I? Pickle 23?
Could be.
I could be Pickle 23.
You are on Ravelry.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, PM me and let me know, and
Me
you know,
too.
free pattern of your choice. I would love to do an exchange like that. Please let me know. One of mine I can't get, so I can't really do an exchange like that. There's a cat trying to get out. Hey,
I can get her.
you know what? I had my cameraman a minute ago. Watch now. Don't yell. 'Cause
Oh,
the all right, and that's it. We were gonna do
Wait, no, it's not it.
what?
I need to show the other cat.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and show while I look at this.
This time, at the beginning and at the end, I have so many. This time, it's an observant ostrich. First, the
Not
head,
too close.
then the body, and then the legs. I guess.
That's how you draw it. Okay, super. Thank you.
Of course, just so you know, you don't do 3. You do 1, and then you add the body to it, and then the legs. It's just how you do it. So you should have 1 at the end.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Not a head and a body.
What are we going to call this episode?
The outside hotness.
Goggle Lady.
Goggling! Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's Goggle Lady. I was going to do what's in the bag, but you know what? We're going to do that next time. Goggle Lady. So, anyway, thanks for joining us in the backyard. I've forgotten tons of stuff. I wanted to say
need
hi to
go
a bunch of people.
inside. I need to go inside.
It feels good though.
No,
Holy
it doesn't.
swimming. I think
I
we're
need-
gonna have to swim. We have one of those ugly pools, but that's awesome. It's got chlorine and a filter and everything's awesome. But we have geothermal heating, which is heating that's under the ground. It's a meter that we have piping under the ground, a meter under the ground, and it pulls the heat out of the ground to warm up the house. So we can't obviously put anything in the ground. So we can't have a pool, we can't do anything. We can't do big trees. We decided to go environmentally friendly instead of having a pool, which was silly because I've always wanted a pool. So now we have our ugly over the ground pool, but you know what? We love it. That's why we have goggles, right?
And it's up to my hip.
Yeah, it's pretty deep. I mean, I can sit in it and I'm like this. So it's a great
When
thing to
I
cool off
sit
in.
in it, I'm
Yep,
which I need my goggles.
which we're going to do today. We're going swimming. I can feel swimming coming.
Me too.
So, thanks for visiting us. Are you going to come and say goodbye?
Yeah, I would like to come.
Come and say goodbye. We're going to call this Goggle Lady.
Okay.
This episode because we're goofy. All right. Sorry about the big, huge delay. I hope we still have viewers. I think we have almost 100, no, maybe 80.
What?
80 people in our Ravelry group.
Oh.
So come and visit.
That's a lot.
Let us know that you've come to watch. We'd love to hear from you. It's fun to know that people are watching.
Should we say that they should tell their friends that knit to watch it?
They will. All right. Thank you so much. Come and visit me and Kimber Lawley on Ravelry. Check out my patterns. And yes.
Hopefully, if you're not watching it on iTunes, on the Giving Flower, hopefully by now you're watching it on the new Giving Flower site. because maybe you noticed up on the top right, the podcast button, you have to scroll down and it's just too complicated, so we have a new site.
So he's been
And
working on
as
this
soon
for
as-
quite a while.
And as soon as this episode is finished, you can still get to it on the Giving Flower, but you'll be redirected to the new page.
Hopefully. We'll see if that works.
Yeah, it will.
We don't want to say too much because...
It will.
Okay.
I already said it.
Really quickly, I've stolen a quote from Jen of the Downseller Studios. There are so many podcasts I listen to. I've got to mention them all next time. You can't steal second base if your foot's on first, meaning you can't play it safe all the time. You've got to give it a try and go out, and that's what we've been doing, haven't we? You can't play it safe. In other words, hermit crabs, we've got to go beyond our limits.
Blech.
And we all
No.
three are going beyond our limits with spiders,
Yes,
They're
we're
not-
trying to get beyond our limits with spiders, right?
which is the hardest I ever did.
I know,
they're
but we're
not-
doing it. We're going to touch them.
They're not hermit crabs, they're Hershey crabs.
Yeah, we called them Hershey crabs. Anyway,
they're
we can
yummy.
sit and jibber jabber all day with you guys, but we'll let you go. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. We'll see you hopefully next week. We're on vacation for another 2 weeks, so we're going to hang out and try to do some more podcasts. Hopefully it'll be nice. We can do it next week. See you.
Remember
Bye.
the first time?
Say bye.
Bye. Remember the first
Bye.
5. Mommy.
7 minutes.